Yeah, I'm ready. I'm just waiting for Instagram to head up. Hey guys, I just want to take a minute to say thank you all for coming out tonight, and thank you guys for tuning in and viewing on Facebook Live and Instagram Live. Tonight we want to sit and talk to you guys about kind of some of the new things that we have coming up in our business and coming up in the new year. My husband and I started a holistic wellness company about 10 years ago called Integrated Quantum Energy Works, or IQ for short, so we like to get smarter about health. Anyway, so when about a year before I met Alden, I kind of want to just talk about what we do and kind of some of our health stories and why we are where we're at today. When I first met Alden, I was going through a pretty rough time with my health. I was 21 years old and I had 8 kidney stones in a 1.5-year span. This isn't something that you normally see with somebody that's this age, so he was kind of more holistic than I was at this point. I just really liked going to the emergency room, and I'm not going to lie, took my morphine shots because that's the only thing that at that time helped me in my circumstances. Anybody knows anything about kidney stones, they're extremely painful. It's worse than natural childbirth. I've done it, I know, so I don't recommend to anyone. Anyway, so after I caught a stone, I was able to sit and talk with my doctors about what kind of stone it was. They sent me to a specialist, and the doctor gave me, let's take the blue pill or the red pill. So I had to make a choice if I was going to be on medication for the rest of my life or if I was going to take some further testing and do some natural options. So, of course, I picked the natural option. I had to pee in a jug for 48 hours, which was disgusting, and I found out that I was magnesium deficient, extremely dehydrated, and citrate deficient. So I actually had a vitamin deficiency that was causing these massive health issues in my life that was literally making it to where I couldn't get up and go to work. When I was having pain, I was having to take prescription pills every day, and it was just not the kind of lifestyle that somebody that thinks that they're a healthy 21-year-old should have. So after we started our business and this was kind of going on, we decided to kind of get a little bit more into healthy nutrition, and we have learned more modalities over the last 10 years that we've been in business. Nutrition, we do life coaching, we even do stuff with the mind like hypnosis, NLP, we do spiritual counseling, kind of a whole gamut of things because we like to treat the body as a whole. We don't just treat your symptoms. We like to get to the root cause of what's going on inside of your body so we can move you from a process of where you're sick to be healthy and healed. So that's why you guys are here tonight, to kind of learn a little bit more about what we do. A few years ago, again, I found myself in a very turmoiled situation. I was diagnosed. I had a tumor on my ovary. So you guys can kind of imagine how scary that is, right? You hear the C word, we all just go running for the hills. It's kind of a crazy situation. So I did not have insurance at the time, so I was not going to do, and having a holistic approach to life, I was not going to do chemo, radiation, and I was not going to have surgery. So I was left with very few options as to what I was going to do and how I was going to heal my body yet again in my short amount of 30 years of life. So I came home after I got done talking with my doctor and finding out this information, and we decided that we were going to do some further research and we were going to treat this naturally. The first step that we decided to do was change our diet. Changing your diet, I cannot tell you guys how imperative it is to watch what you eat. So we went from being meat eaters to literally throwing 5 garbage bags of meat, hauling them out the front door, and it was gone. No more processed food. So we went to an all-raw vegan diet, took some supplements, and actually some of them we'll be talking about with them tonight. And I was able to create a healing process in my body, and my cancer was gone in 7 months just by changing my diet and taking supplements. So that's kind of our story. We really like to help people. It's our passion, and we want to help all of you guys and your families get to a healthy state and live your life's purpose and really bring some special stuff to you guys. I think that's kind of about it. John right here is one of our business partners. He helps to formulate our products. He's going to talk about our new iodine supplement that we have going on. So I'm going to turn the floor over to him, and go ahead and come on up.
You want me to talk about mine
Yep,
now?
I want you to talk about iodine, yes.
Let me get some of this stuff I got over here. looking around, I see there's several of you that are maybe past 50. The rest of you guys probably have never heard of mercurochrome. Anybody here ever heard of mercurochrome?
Nope.
Okay. I'm gonna pass this out, I'll let you pass it around. It was a product that our mothers used to use when we got hurt. That's the bottle that came in. There was no labeling information on it. There was no content of what was in it. But you can go by the name and understand what was on it. Mercury. Okay? Well, the mercury was mixed with a product, a halogen known as bromine. Okay? Which you'll find in every bread product on the market today. In 1969, 69 rather, the Federal Drug Administration had them remove iodine from processing wheat. The next year they had the dairy industry remove the iodine from the milk products that you make. So since 1979, or 69 and 70, there has been no iodine available in any of your products that you get in the United States. 97% of the humans across the nation, across the world, are iodine deficient. The only place we get iodine anymore is usually in salt. You'll see there's two types of salt you can buy in the store. There's the iodized version, and then there's just the plain salt. Both are processed, and both are packed with a non-caking agent that keeps the salt from turning into lumps inside your salt shakers, and that product is aluminum sulfide. I don't know if you folks knew that or not, but that's what keeps your salt able to pour. When it rains, it pours. They have a little sign on the side of the box that says, when it rains, it pours. It used to be that if it rained, your salt would cake up till they put the aluminum in it. Okay, so across the United States and across Europe, iodine deficiency has become a plague, basically. It's something that every cell in your body requires iodine, every cell. It starts in your thyroid gland, and it produces the T cells. I don't know if you've all heard T cells kill cancer. Okay, the T cells that are in your thyroid gland are T3 and T4. They go to your pituitary gland from there, and then throughout your entire body. If you don't have a sufficient amount of iodine, especially women need iodine twice as much as men do. There's only two places that the T cells are ever formed. One's in your thyroid gland, and women have an advantage because in their ovaries is the second place that your T cells are made. Fibromyalgia is caused by a lack of iodine. I could go through an entire list of things that are caused. And the way that your cells, I've passed this around too, is the cell structure. It shows your cell structure and how it works. The iodine has to go into your cell. There's only one way the iodine can get into your cell, and that's for you to get rid of the fluoride out of your body, to get the bromines out of your body, and to get the chlorines out of your body. Then the iodine can go to your glands and work the way it's supposed to do. But if you start taking an iodine supplement without eliminating the fluoride, the bromide, and the chlorine, then it's not going to work. So I've been studying this. I have a degree in chemistry, and your endocrine system, you can pass this around too, please. Start on this side, let you see. The place it all ends up is in your pituitary gland and in your brain. Your fluorides all go to your brain, and that's where they stop. They go into your pineal gland and they clog it up. And your pineal gland is what creates the hormones that your body needs, and then the iodine regulates it throughout your body. If you don't have if you have a deficiency in iodine, and it's not going to show up. If you have a real bad deficiency, you're going to get what they call goiter, and that's where your neck swells up. And this used to be a big problem back in the Midwest 40 years ago. It's not there anymore because of the iodized salt. But that's not giving you what you need. In Japan, the average person eats 12.5 micrograms of iodine every day. In the United States, you don't get hardly any, except if you eat the potato peelings. And Idaho's good about that because there is iodine in the potato peelings.
Even
it all
after you
ends up
cook
in your
them?
brain. So
Yeah.
when you're iodine deficient, you have to listen to what your body's talking to you about. When you get up in the morning, you're not feeling any energy at all. You're feeling lethargic, and you get that cup of coffee, and that's what I needed to get me going. Well, that's a stimulant. But without the iodine in your system, you're going to be totally lethargic all the time. As soon as your system balances out with the iodine, then you'll get the energy, because that's where it comes from, because it works through your entire body. Every cell in the human body requires iodine. Every cell. Same with the CBD. They work together, they enhance one another. They're a path to get the iodine to the cell. And if you understand the way the human cell works, it's alive, just like you are. It has to eat, and guess what else it has to do? If it eats, it has to produce waste.
We talk poop though, that's okay.
You can say poop. Okay, where does that go? When your cell excretes the waste from the food or the energy or the sugars or whatever it was that you put in your system, when it excretes it, it goes in where? It goes into your blood. From your blood, it goes where? Where's your filter? It's your liver. Your liver, your spleen, your kidneys, and then you eliminate it out of your body. But that's exactly the way it works. And without the iodine in your system, the way you're supposed to have the iodine in your system, you're never going to be completely healthy. That's just the way it is. You need the iodine, and so that's one of the reasons why we're making the Lugol's Now solution. I just got the test back today. We're 11%.
All right.
You can buy this on I got this from Amazon. This is a 2% solution of Lugol's, and what Lugol's is an iodine solution that's made of pure iodine crystal and iodide, which is not iodine.
Potassium iodide.
Potassium iodide. And what they do is pure iodine is poison. It's a halogen, just like bromine and all the rest of them that they put in your foods nowadays. They're poison. The iodide mixes with the iodine and makes it safe to take. Makes it absorbable into the body, and it allows you to. There's an easy way to test to see if you're iodine deficiency, and I brought some swabs today. So you guys, if you want to test yourself, you can do that while you're here. Okay, I won't apply it to you, but I'll let you apply it to yourself. Because what you do is you make a 2 or 3 inch square of the iodine on your wrist right here, and see how long it takes for your body to absorb it. If it goes away in less than 8 hours, you're iodine deficient. If it stays there for 8 hours or longer, if you don't get your blood taken or something, they swab your arm with the iodine, or you get, it's hard to get it off, right? Well, that's a 15 or 20% solution that they use. This was only 2%, so you can just put it on and find out how long it takes to go away. And then,
I think they actually use betadine now.
pardon?
They use betadine now, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit different, but similar.
Yeah, right. But if you have any questions about the iodine, I'll be glad to answer it for you. If not, then
I had a quick question. If you cook the potatoes, does it cook the iodine out of the potato pill? You said that there's iodine in potato pills.
not potato pills,
Oh.
potato skins.
The potato skin. Yeah, if you cook it, does it cook it out?
Yes,
Okay, so you have to eat it raw.
Yeah.
Raw, yeah.
yes you do. Okay.
All right.
And he's
Right.
also not
Thanks,
telling
John.
you that it would be quite a bit of potato skins
Yeah.
to get what you actually need.
And do you have an iodine product you're working on?
I just got I just got the test results back. Yes, the Lugol's is a 10% solution.
Okay, and so how much iodine can you take
The
before it's not healthy? Do you know?
Okay, let me tell you something. If you take too much iodine, you're going to get sick.
Okay.
Okay, and if you take, especially if you take it orally, the solutions we're working on are transdermal. In other words, through the skin. It's absorbed actually through the skin instead of, and that way you can regulate what your body needs, because if it's not going away and staying there, you're full. Your thyroid's fine, your body's full, and you can take it for a couple of weeks and you won't notice any difference for at least a week once you start using it. Once that week is up and your body's absorbing the iodine, you'll feel 100% different.
So Candace, do you guys have a process or products that help eliminate the, what did you say you need to eliminate first? The fluoride?
You need to stop using fluoride in toothpaste,
It's
And-
more of taking stuff
Stuff out of your diet. Okay.
Don't
then
drink
adding
tap
the-
water.
and
Don't
adding
drink
the
tap water?
appropriate stuff in.
The chlorine.
You shower, if you shower
Fluoride,
with
fluoride.
fluoridated water, especially if you use hot water, you're gonna get it right into you're taking a dose of fluoride you don't need. Just to take in a shower. So there's filters available now you can install in your showers.
Mm.
I tested the water in Meridian and in Caldwell, and there's 4% fluoride in the water.
Yeah,
That's bad.
that's bad.
So,
Well,
and that's taking a shower with it.
well, thank you, John. And talking about iodine, we're gonna have Alden come up next, and now we're gonna start our CBD presentation. And at the end of all of it, we'll be happy to answer questions and any comments and things that you guys have about the product and all that kind of stuff. So here's Alden.
Hi guys. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching. I think what I'm going to do before I jump right into the CBD is I wanted to talk a little bit about some of our other products just briefly, just to let you know what we have going on. So first I'll start out with our turmeric products. So right now we're making turmeric products. One of them is called Turmeric Complete. It's a 50% raw organic turmeric with a 50% extraction of curcumin. So we extract the curcumin from the turmeric. So it makes it quite a bit more potent that way. It's an awesome anti-inflammatory. It also helps clean your liver out. Gosh, what else it does? It helps alkalize your body.
Anti-inflammatory,
Yeah.
anti-cancer.
Yeah, lots of studies they're talking about, you know, it helps with cancer, helps with dementia, Alzheimer's. Lots of studies they're doing about that. So that's one product. This one is kind of our more mild one, and then we make one called Curcumin Plus, which is straight curcumin extract with no turmeric. It's just curcumin with an extract of black pepper. So that the black pepper extract actually makes it about 2,000 times more absorbable. So this one's a really powerful one. This is one I take anytime I get hurt, because I get hurt a lot. If anybody out there knows me, I race dirt bikes and BMX and all sorts of stuff, and I'm always crashing. So this helps me a lot. So there's that.
Glenna, will you turn up? the
And then
mic
I
for
also
that?
like to talk a little bit about our monoatomic gold.
No.
We do two forms of monoatomic gold. Or Ormus, if you've never heard about it. It's called a few different things. Ormus, Orm, monoatomic gold. It's been called lots of things, but it comes in two forms. Basically, we have it in an elixir, which is a liquid form, and we have it in a powder, which is a lot more concentrated. This is really good for correcting DNA. They're doing lots of research on it now, showing what it does as far as correcting the DNA in the cells. It also raises and balances the left and right brain hemispheres. So, I mean, taking it almost instantly, you'll feel that boost of brain power, clarity. I also think it's kind of a performance enhancer. Anyway, that was just a little brief, so you guys know about that. You can always ask me more questions on it. We've been doing this one for a while, so there's lots of information on our website, lots of information on the Seventh Son Facebook page on it. So now, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about CBD. So first of all, CBD has been illegal in the state of Idaho, at least, up until about a week and a half ago. The Farm Bill, if you guys know anything about that, just passed, which basically made any hemp or any product, any cannabis product that is under 0.3% THC level considered hemp. So, and hemp has been completely taken off of the federal drug schedule. It is no longer illegal. It is no longer even considered a drug. It now is considered a supplement. So that's great. There's lots of CBD oils out there, and lots of people have been doing it in all the states. And there's some good CBD products out there. Don't get me wrong, but there's also a lot of really crappy ones. I have one around here somewhere. This is the one I wanted to kind of show you guys. So.
Your water's over there to do the water test. There's
Right.
2 cups of water
Okay.
behind you.
So this is a hemp extract that we picked up on Amazon a couple months ago, and it's an isolate. So when we talk CBD isolates, basically what they're doing is they're extracting an isolated molecule. So with this, for example, they're isolating the CBD molecule. And we need more than just the CBD molecule. Actually, it's shown that the cannabis plant has over 200 cannabinoids in it, and our body needs all of them. And the reason for that is the fact that we have what's called an endocannabinoid system. We didn't know this in the United States for a long time because, well, reefer madness happened. And not only did they put it on the drug schedule and make it illegal, but they also made it illegal for scientists and researchers and doctors to actually do any research on it. So we were left in the dark. The cool thing was in Israel, there was a doctor, and I can't remember his name. If you guys really want to know his name, I can find out and post it up later. But he did a lot of research on it, and first what he did was he was able to extract and isolate the THC and the CBD in the cannabis plant. From doing that, he was able to find two molecules in the body that we actually produce. We actually produce cannabinoids. The two that they were able to find are called anandamide, and the other one's a really, really long name, and I might get it wrong, but it's like 2-OC, I think, is the short name for it. And what these do is basically, we have, on every one of our cells in our body, we have receptors. We have more cannabinoid receptors on our cells in our entire body than we do any other cells. Pretty strange. Pretty amazing, actually, that nobody knew that, but that's true. And what the cannabinoids do, or the endocannabinoids, like the ones we produce, they actually plug into the cell receptors, kind of like a lock and key. The key goes in there, but the key is like an antenna. So what it does is it plugs into one cell and it plugs into another cell, and now those two cells can communicate. What it also does is it helps our endocannabinoid system function optimally, and that's important because our endocannabinoid system basically helps every other system in our body, every other regulating system. So like our immune system, our endocrine system, our lymph system, basically all the systems they rely on the endocannabinoid system to help them create what's called homeostasis, balance. So when one system gets out of balance, they all kind of fall out of balance. So putting the cannabinoids in our system where we need them actually helps to balance all of our systems. And it's also great for pain relief. I don't know what else to talk about with this one as far as the endocannabinoid system. I think that kind of sums it up. Now I want to talk a little bit about why our CBD is unique. Our CBD is unique because, first of all, it's from the whole flower. We extract 90% of the plant's essence, okay? And like I was talking about the other CBDs, they isolate molecules. We're not isolating anything. We're trying to take all of the beneficial things from the plant and give them to the body. So this is actually under the 0.3% THC level, so it's considered a hemp product, even though it comes from the whole flower. What's really, really cool about this is the way that we extract it. We have a patented proprietary process for extracting this that leaves us with a water-soluble product. It's aqueous. So, you know, our bodies are 90% plus water. And if you've ever seen, and I'm going to actually show you guys here in a moment, but I actually might as well do it right now, with a glass of water. And I'll take some of this crappy hemp extract that we got on Amazon that's in oil, and I'll drop a couple drops in the water. And you guys aren't going to be able to see this on the video, But I want to pass this around, and you can look past that water around. You can see that it's just staying there. It's just a drip right in the middle of the water. Eventually, it'll probably stick to the side, but it doesn't do anything. It just sits there on top. Water and oil don't mix. So, you see a lot of these really high dollar CBD oil products out there, and they have really high milligram levels of THC and CBD. Some of them are lower THC to be legal, but the milligram of the THC is really, really high. And so we get that question about milligram, like what's ours? You know, and I'm like, well, it's kind of apples to oranges. I don't even want to tell you what the milligram, because it doesn't, it's apples to oranges. It doesn't matter. The fact that ours is water soluble makes it bioavailable. This is 90% bioavailable to your body. Your body is going to absorb all of this. With an oil, it's about 10% bioavailable. You're only going to get about 10% out of those oils that you buy. So you're spending a lot of money, and then the dosage is also a lot different. With the oils, it takes, and this is actually a small bottle, so I'll show you on a regular size bottle. You got a dropper, right? The dosage on this is 1 whole dropper. That's a lot. It's a lot of oil, okay? And that's because your body has to work really hard to break it down and get the CBD out of it. With ours, being water soluble, 2 drops is the dosage. And you can taste the difference. I'm going to go ahead and pass some of this around so you guys can see what it tastes like. And when you guys taste this, you're going to be amazed. Somebody want to help me just give everybody a drop of this? So while she's going around and letting everybody try the oil and taste it,
Do you want to try it?
We have
talk a little bit about the company that we're involved with doing this. The company's called Tronot.
Do you want?
Um,
No, just need the back of your hand.
They started out as a financial education company, and my friends that brought me into
Do you
this
want to put it?
started working with them because they wanted to get into health education. My friend Sean and Tylene Limber, they both are really into like digestive enzymes and stuff like that. Their first 3 products that they started doing with Tronot were digestive enzymes and a collagen thing. It worked out so good for them. It had been such a great platform to educate people that they decided to bring the CBD product in and use the exact same platform. So last week they pre-launched. As soon as the Farm Bill passed, the next day we pre-launched. So we will be bringing in associates and people that are interested in helping other people with this, and then it will hit the market for customers on the 1st. So we're really super excited about it. Anybody, what do you guys think about the taste?
Wow.
Great.
It tastes way better than the one I'm using now.
And if you actually have taken the oils before, like you feel it spread in your mouth when you put it in your mouth.
Right.
And this, it dissolved.
It
Like,
disappears.
Yeah, it just-
yeah,
Just
it
went
wasn't
right
on my
into it,
tongue.
yeah.
Anybody feel the heat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a little kick to it.
It's got a little sweet too, I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, the whole plant is
Sure.
strong.
You taste the
It's
whole
really
plant.
strong.
Yeah, it was so
Super
good.
sweet.
It was almost like grass or hay, like putting a straw in your mouth.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, and we've got some amazing testimonials. I don't have anybody here that's been using it, but the people that I'm doing this with have been posting testimonials, and we're going to have some to share with you guys. I do have one just from Dave on Christmas. Actually, we got my daughter a little BMX starting gate thing, and her second time she actually didn't get it to drop. She flipped over it, and she jammed her thumb really bad. So we're icing it, you know, and she's making a pretty big deal about it. And I was like, oh, perfect opportunity to try the CBD fluid. So I took and I put 2 drops right there on her thumb where it was hurting. I had her rub it in, and before she could even finish rubbing it in, she's like, oh my gosh, it feels better. Like instantly. I'm just like, yeah, this is awesome stuff. So, anybody have any questions for me?
One, you didn't finish the demonstration with the other glass of water.
Oh yeah.
2, I did actually have a question. Because it says whole flower on there, and I understand that it's a minimal amount of THC. But is it a difference between the two strains of cannabis that you use? Like, do you have an indica and a sativa dominant like in those, or?
They do, as far as I know, they're using both. They have special people and farmers that are doing it specifically for them and their ratios. That's where they say that the big deal is. It's in the ratio between CBD and THC. And they're doing, it's anywhere in between 18 and 20 to 1.
Okay.
So they say that's the sweet spot. That's where you need to be. To get the benefit from the CBD, you have to have just a slight bit of THC. It's called the entourage effect.
Yes, you do.
So we'll be posting a little bit more about the entourage effect and how these molecules rely on each other to get in there and get into the cells and do what they need to do. Yeah, so now I want to show you guys the demonstration since I forgot. Forgive me, this is my first presentation, and I decided that I wasn't going to take any notes or make anything. I'm just going to fly off the seat of my pants so that it seems real. So hopefully I'm doing an okay job.
You're doing good.
You're doing good.
So I'm going to do one drop. Well, actually, I'll do two, just to show you guys.
Start back.
And you don't even have to stir it. It'll just start disappearing.
You want to see it too?
I can see it.
Yeah, gone.
I saw the yellow as well. I could feel it, but I figured for the point of your demonstration.
Right, no, thanks. Sorry I didn't show you. I'm getting all like
I
nervous.
could tell when I tasted it that it just wasn't good, but it
Yeah, because when I use the oil.
Can you even see it in there now?
No.
It's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone. It just disappears.
No,
It
it's
just
gone.
disperses.
Is it clear
that's
water?
kind of what it feels like.
No oil.
Just like coats
The other
it.
one's got
Yeah.
film on the top.
So,
Well, I don't know, but mine, maybe it's because I have to use so many drops, but it has a
it's like,
even
so if you guys are interested and you guys want to try this stuff, make sure you contact me.
Oh, wow.
Hit me up on Facebook. And then you guys will all have a chance, tonight, if you guys want to get involved, there's a couple different options. You can, for $99, become what we call an associate. That allows you to get product at the distributor rate, which is a little bit less than the retail. And this platform is a really cool platform to where you can actually tap into a $20 billion industry. That's why I was so excited about getting my foot in the door, because this is going to be a $20 billion industry a year. You're going to see CBD in everything. So it's kind of like, well, if you could have gotten involved with Microsoft or gotten stock when they started, where would you be? This is that same place, and it's probably even bigger than that. So it's a really good opportunity to get involved and help your family and help people actually make a little bit of money off this too. So yeah, $99 to get started, and then you start making points and bringing your people in and getting your rewards. Yeah, so any more questions?
Or you guys can get a hold of any one of us, and we can get the product to you too.
Yeah, get a hold of Troy, get a hold of Candace, get a hold of John. Yeah, so, and we're here to help you build your team too, if it's something that you decide that you want to do, or we can just sell it to you and make sure that you have it and have a good product. Either way, we're good with. We just want to help you guys. So I think that pretty much sums up everything that I wanted to say, unless there's any more questions.
Do you want to talk about monoatomics while you're on?
I did talk about monoatomics a little bit.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, thanks guys.
Awesome.
I hope to talk to you all soon. Hope I get
Anybody
some
want to
messages.
find out if they're iodine deficient?
Thanks,
I
guys.
do.
I do. I know I am, but